It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. Coming up next.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces, just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, both these teams absolutely fall into that category, and just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Minneapolis. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
And this is the opportunity Sam Darnold's been working for. I mean, to resurrect his career after some struggles early on in New York. He's had a bit of a mixed bag, but there is no mistaking the physical talent, the arm strength, the ability to play quarterback at a high level. He has it all. There's a reason he was drafted where he was, Mike, and I think Minnesota has themselves a sleeper here at the quarterback position.
Throwing to open it up is Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Minnesota. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Give him 10 more on that block. Just enough for another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. The quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They'll run for it, and it's Jones. He's going to pick up the Vikings' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll go back to Jones on first down. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up a 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run it once more with Jones. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with a sack.
So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league, and really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
Off he goes. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Burrow here on 2nd down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosibas. They face 2nd down and 7. They go play action for Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. The Vikings offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Darnold. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
To try and run for the 1st down with Jones. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Here's Ryan Wright now, and he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow now. That's complete. It's Yosibon. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Second down, Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
On first down, Burrow. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and
good blocking, and he's in. Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
They'll put Addison in motion. Again, it's Jones. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Throwing, Darnold. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's Brown. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He'll run again. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Burrow. And he's in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now, Darnold. We'll get this complete. It's Addison again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold again. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 38 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Darnold to the air once more. That's caught once again by Hawkinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Darnold to throw again. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Tight end on the move left. A first down throw for Burrow. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Bengals are out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Burrow here on second down. Backs to his big tight end, Gesicki.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now a 3rd and 2. Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. He only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Second down, Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. A carry here for Brown. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. Now he'll run. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he'll take it on in. Andre Yosibas. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Jones. He's to the 10. And he'll be taken down.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Minnesota.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings get back in it. It is 21-7. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. He runs with it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Brown. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead, but instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs, and as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On 1st down, Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They go play action for Burrow. He keeps it himself. A pickup there of 25 yards. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Third and 9. Here's Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals have run out to a 24-7 lead. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Darnold. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To return is Williams. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.